Let me straight away introduce three guests that we have right now, three people who would narrate their ordeal, their story, and it's very important to listen to what they have to say. I've got Abhimanyu Sardana, President of the Resident Doctors Association of the Hindu Rao Hospital. I also have with me Dr. Sunil Kumar, is the President of the Residents Doctors Association of the Kasturba Hospital in Daryaganj, where doctors have not been paid their salary, and Dr. Hemant Thakur is a consulting physician and cardiometabolic specialist associated with Jaslok and Breach Candy in Mumbai. Thank you so much, all of you all. Let me begin with Dr. Abhimanyu. Dr. Abhimanyu, hi. Would you like to tell our viewers what exactly is the problem you're facing? Your story. We'd like to hear your story.
Okay, so the issue has been persistent. Like, we have been facing certain issues regarding, we have been working on the front lines since this whole pandemic started and everything. And initially, there were no planning and plotting done before. Like, we didn't have any systematic protocols, how to figure out and what to do in what certain situations and how to go about it, like the proper guidelines. So they keep coming in after every 15 days or 10 days, whenever the Ministry of Health would guide us to whatever we wanted to do. And initially, we didn't have much equipment, as you all know. But we have been fighting this menace altogether. But then the thing is that we have been lacking on payment. So the salaries have not been paid for quite some time now. Like, if I count today, it has been 106 days altogether. We haven't got a single penny from the in our bank accounts. And
at the Hindu Rao Hospital?
Yeah, at the Hindu
Is it just resident doctors or everyone?
It's mostly everyone who hasn't got the salaries.
Okay.
So we haven't got since 15th of February. And the issue has been persistent. It is not a recent scenario. Like, we always were lagging behind a month or two initially. But then this time it stretched to 4 months almost. It's been like 105 days. It's almost 4 months, right? So this is a very, very cumbersome thing for many residents out there, because we have residents coming from all over India and different parts of. So they come here to work, to learn, and to gain experience. And then we are sitting all there together, paying our rents, paying our debts. But in that course of time, we are not able to do so anymore. And those debts are increasing every day. The pressure is increasing every day. The agitation is increasing every day. Because firstly, we come to work, okay, and then we need to work, we need obviously food. That's our fuel to function. And we don't get that. Still, we come there, we work in those hassle conditions and that environment of, COVID, because obviously when you see a person, you suspect a person standing in front of you who could be a possibly positive patient, and then you know that you can catch it anytime. And then you have family back at home, you risk them too. So it's a pretty nasty scenario there. But then despite of all that, we don't care about it, because since it's our profession, we took the Hippocratic oath, right? So we are working there. But then, these blockades that occur of non-payment of salaries over a course of time, and then, restriction in using of proper equipments and availability of them. And then there are certain times we don't even get them. So these all hold us back in serving to our duties.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Abhimanyu, this is absolutely and very, very difficult to hear.
Right.
The point is that, yes, you did take that oath and you can't turn patients away. But at the same time, it is your right to be paid for the services that you provide.
Exactly.
Right? Dr. Sunil Kumar, let me come to you now. Are things the same at the Kasturba Hospital? Because, we saw a letter by the doctors alleging the same. And this is an MCD run hospital.
जी डॉक्टर कुमार
अभी आपको मेरी आवाज आई डॉक्टर कुमार?
जी आवाज आ रही है
जी। डॉक्टर कुमार, मैं आपसे ये पूछ रहा हूँ, देखिए अभी आपने थोड़ी देर पहले डॉक्टर अभिमन्यु सरदाना की बात सुनी होगी, वो बयान कर रहे थे कि हिंदू राव अस्पताल में क्या हुआ। अब कस्तूरबा अस्पताल में भी मैंने एक नोट देखा आप लोगों ने जारी किया कि आपको भी खासी दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ रहा है। बताइए आप क्या कठिनाई?
ये है ना कि ये एमसीडी के जितने भी सारे हॉस्पिटल हैं, वो चाहे हिंदू राव हो, कस्तूरबा हॉस्पिटल हो, धारी लाल हो या फिर आरबीटी अस्पताल, सारे अस्पतालों में ये जो सैलरी की प्रॉब्लम है वो एज यूजुअल है। हर साल ये जो प्रॉब्लम होता है, लेकिन बात है कि जो कोरोना का टाइम में और इतने जो मतलब एडवांस जो कंडीशन में हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं बिना किसी लीव के, हम लोग कंटिन्यूअस जो सर्विस दे रहे हैं। लेकिन बात क्या है कि आप ये सरकार हमारी और जो जनता है, तो लोग हमें जो सम्मान करें, लेकिन सम्मान से तो हमारा पेट नहीं चलेगा ना। आज हमें सम्मान नहीं, आज हमें घर के लिए, राशन के लिए ये चाहिए, सामान चाहिए, सामान की जरूरत है मुझे।
राइट, द एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज।
हाँ, तो बिना सामान के तो हम जो सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते हैं ना। और ये सैलरी की जो इश्यू है बहुत कॉमन है एमसीडी में, और ये हर 2-3 महीने का जो डिले होता है ना, ये बहुत कॉमन है। तो हमारे समझ से अगर मतलब जो भी अस्पताल है एमसीडी के, तो अगर ये इसको हैंडल नहीं कर पा रही है एमसीडी, तो जो केंद्र सरकार को अपने जो अंडरटेकिंग लेना चाहिए या फिर दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट को लेना चाहिए। तो ये जो है मतलब इसका कोई परमानेंट सोल्यूशन मतलब होना चाहिए। कब तक चलेगा ये ऐसा? तो इतने टफ काम में ये जो टाइम में मतलब काम करना इस तरह से।
मैं एक चीज आपसे पूछना चाहता था डॉक्टर कुमार, आपसे पूछूंगा और उसके बाद डॉक्टर अभिमन्यु से मेरा पूछना रह गया क्योंकि मैं आपकी बात सुन रहा था। डॉक्टर कुमार, ये आपने अस्पताल का जो मैनेजमेंट है उनसे बात की कि क्यों नहीं दे रहे तनख्वाह?
वो जी हमारी बात हुई थी। हेलो
जी बताएं।
आज हमारी बात हुई थी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि हमारे पास फंड नहीं है, और ये हमेशा जो फंड का रोना रोते हैं हर बार। मतलब जब भी ये जो डिले होता है सैलरी, जब भी हम लोग बात करते हैं प्रशासन से, तो उनका सिर्फ एक ही जवाब होता है, फंड नहीं। तो फंड नहीं है तो भाई हम लोगों को से तो कोई मतलब नहीं, हम लोगों को राजनीति तो करना नहीं है, हम लोग काम करते हैं, हमें पैसा चाहिए। अब फंड कहाँ से आएगा, कौन देगा, दिल्ली सरकार देगा या केंद्र सरकार देगा, हम लोग को इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं। हम लोग काम करते हैं, हमें सैलरी चाहिए।
No, I think this is frankly a pathetic situation where, and this is the national capital, by the way, Dr. Thakur. This is the national capital where you have hospitals where resident doctors are saying that they are being told by the hospital management, sorry, we don't have funds. At a time when you want to fight this corona crisis, is this what you tell your doctors? And then, you know, as Dr. Kumar very rightly said, he said, सम्मान ठीक है, लेकिन सामान तो दे दीजिए. It's good that you respect us, you give us the credit, but at the same time, or the respect, by showering petals, by tali, diya, and everything, that's all fine. But give us the facilities, the amenities to fight this battle, Dr. Thakur.
Well, you know, I'm telling you a situation from Bombay. My heart bleeds when I hear the junior residents from Delhi being treated like that. One day in the life of a COVID resident in Mumbai is not very different. Since the last 75 days, either he's locked down in the hospital or maybe in his hostel room because he cannot go home because he could transmit the virus to his relatives. He's eating the same monotonous food which is made because the contractor is strapped. There are no facilities available. He can't go out and have his pav vada or pav bhaji. He comes in the morning, eats enough and not drinks too much because he has to wear his PPE suit, works for 8 hours where he cannot use the washroom, and then he cannot even transmit any information because you can't take telephones inside. He comes out and spends another half an hour doffing and retires to his room because he can't intermingle. He is on COVID duty. So my junior resident COVID warriors who took a Hippocratic oath for nobility are facing corona bullets. They are not given, you know, when a sailor sails on a ship carrying cargo, he's paid an X amount. But when a sailor sails on a ship carrying oil, they give danger cargo allowance. And as my residents before me clearly said, that aapke samne there is a man who is standing who could be COVID. So they are living with a sword hanging over their heads. And still they are not getting danger cargo allowance. They don't want the petals or the thalis and the
No,
diyas.
Dr. Thakur, you forget the allowance. They're not getting the salary.
They're not getting
Yeah,
the
it's been
salary.
105
Now in
days.
Mumbai, they may be getting some salary, but the situation is not too far away because we now have a cap. So the hospitals who are not even funded by the government have had a cap that they must do blood tests, x-rays, therapy, room charges and doctor's charges. Which brings me to the other situation that disincentivized doctors are not willing to go to hospital to take corona bullets. For the simple reason that in this small amount, the doctor has to pay a higher fuel charge. He has to do his domestic duty and pay more for vegetables and fruits. He has to pay more for sanitizers, none of which the prices are capped, but the hospital prices are capped. So he gets a less disincentivization motive to go there. And these hospitals, which are private hospitals, which are aiding the government hospitals, are going to have a big problem. And if their reserves and their funds go down, how are they going to be able to pay the salaries? So I think there has to be a balance, a thinking, and something has to be done, because otherwise the plight is, ours is not to question why, ours is but to do and die. This is the motto on which they are currently living.
Okay.
And somebody has to put method to this. Put
No, but
some
then there,
thinking.
Dr. Thakur, there are two sides to the argument. Of course, there is also the allegation of private hospitals profiting at the time of a crisis, and thus the cap comes into existence. But sure enough, there has to be a review, and one has to take a very pragmatic and practical approach to this particular problem. I agree with you there. Let me quickly go back to Dr.
We're all
Abhimanyu.
here to help the government.
Correct.
But not at the cost where hospitals will have to close down. For 3 months, you sell a Mercedes car in a showroom and that subsidizes the cost of the Maruti car. But if you've got an 80% cap in the hospital is eroding its capital and reserves. They are not going to be soon able to pay salaries. So I think there has to be a balance.
Okay.
We are here to serve, we are here
Sure.
to give, but there has to be a balance.
Sure. Dr. Abhimanyu, let me come back to you now. Do you think, to start with, see, at this point in time, I don't think any doctor wants to sit this one out. It's very, very clear. Everybody wants to put their best foot forward. There's a reason why they've been acknowledged, and I don't think there is anything wrong with the government's intention. There's a reason why the government wants to say or position you as the COVID warriors. There is a reason why. Celebrate your work. But how do you celebrate someone's work when you don't get something as basic as salary? Do you think that these systems were broken from the very beginning, which instead of fixing in a time of crisis, we have seen a further divide? State fighting with municipality, municipality fighting with state, fighting with center, X government fighting with Y government.
Exactly.
How do you fight the crisis?
Here I wanted to add something. So I'll go back to a couple of years. So when I finished my degree, I came back to Delhi and I looked out for work places where I could gain experience, and and the best ones are obviously the government hospitals, right? So when I gave my interview and I got selected, and then I was working through the agreement, like the offer letter, I don't think so anywhere it was mentioned that it was run by such and such X government or it was run by Y government, and I'm not even concerned about that. Which government is running what? I was more concerned about, I'm coming here, I'm going to gain experience with my colleagues, with my seniors, with my consultants and my juniors and fellow people, and I'm going to work whatever and put my knowledge here. So it was never been my concern to see in which community I'm falling, in which government I'm falling. My votes are a different thing, that fine, I elect the government to run properly and I put my votes there. But when it comes to professionalism, I think it is about being ethical here. No matter what government, which government runs, but it is about the ethics. Like, so the credibility of it. Like, we want the credibility.
No, I understand, but at what point do hospitals first of all not give information? Dr. Sunil Kumar, अभी जैसे आप सुन रहे थे डॉक्टर सरदाना को, उन्होंने कहा कि जब उन्होंने पूछा अपने अस्पताल से तो उनका ये कहना था, जब पूछा अपने आप से नहीं बताया, 100 दिन बाद जब पूछा गया तब उन्होंने बोला देखिए हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है।
Exactly.
पैसे नहीं है,
ये उनकी ड्यूटी
That's the
है।
best response we get.
हर मंथ उनको नोटिस देना चाहिए ना कि मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, अगर आपको छोड़ के जाना तो जा सकते हैं, हमारे पास आपको देने के लिए पैसे नहीं है।
नहीं देखिए ऐसा है कि अभी एक अनप्रेसिडेंटेड क्राइसिस है।
हाँ।
हो क्या रहा है डॉक्टर सुनील कुमार, आप किसी भी कंपनी में देख लीजिए, वहां सैलरी कट हो रहे हैं, जॉब लॉसेस हो रहे हैं, सब लोगों को कठिनाई का सामना करना पड़ रहा है। लेकिन अगर आप फ्रंटलाइन वॉरियर्स हैं, कोई फ्रंटलाइन वॉरियर्स हैं जैसे पुलिस वाले हैं, डॉक्टर्स हैं, आप इनको अगर मूलभूत सुविधाएं, इफ यू डोंट प्रोवाइड देम बेसिक अमेनिटीज and forget amenities, even their basic salary, that is something as basic as a salary, then there is a huge problem. We have to conclude, unfortunately, that the system is broken. Dr. Kumar.
Yeah.
तो वही मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि अगर मैं भूखा हूँ तो मैं सामान का क्या करूँगा?
Absolutely, I agree with you.
मैं वेट नहीं कर सकता।
What will you do with the great respect if you can't discharge your duty?
फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस के कारण कोई सुसाइड कर ले, क्या मैं वेट करूँ उस दिन का?
Absolutely. This is a terrible situation. And Dr. Thakur, you've heard these junior resident doctors. Do you think that at a time when doctors, and I'm just talking generally because this is how life is, where people join in, they have a very romantic, idealistic view of the profession, and then they face these hardships, and then eventually realize that it's not working out. Do you feel that a lot of devoted and committed doctors will be forced to sit this one out simply because they can't take this indifference?
I fully agree with you. There are two things that are really plaguing the doctors. One is a sense of despondency and depression, and the other is a sense of disincentivization. And I think in a war, the army is top priority. In a pandemic, the COVID warriors should be top priority. If the government has given instructions that nobody should cut salaries, the government should see to it that the COVID warriors are paid on time. My heart bleeds for my colleagues, the junior residents, who are the actual backbone. I spent probably 2 hours or 3 hours in a PPE suit in the hospitals, but my junior colleagues who are the backbone spend 8 hours in the PPE suits. If they are not given the facilities, the encouragement, and if they are discouraged by this, I shudder to think what will happen to the future of the medical profession. And governments are going to any length that if you do not do your duty, you get a notice. If you don't report to duty, you get a notice. There has to be some conglomeration.
What do you think needs to be done immediately? I mean, right now, if you have a hospital for some bureaucratic reason saying that, boss, we don't have the funds, what needs to be done right away? Do you think an emergency clause must be used to immediately disburse these allowances and remuneration?
Absolutely. Since the government is controlling all the hospitals in Delhi and probably 80% of the hospitals in Mumbai, the government should step in. Either they should force this bureaucratic hospital to pay, or the government should fund them. Because the government taking control alone is not enough. The government should be answerable to everything that is happening in the hospital, because this pandemic is still not going away. And how long we will need our residents, our hospitals, our healthcare workers. If you don't pay the policemen tomorrow when the riots happen, the police will not come on duty. And I shudder to think what would happen if the pandemic continues and a surge happens again. We're all going to be in trouble.
This fight is still on. It's not like we've won the war or the worst is behind us. The worst perhaps is yet to come. We do not even know. So Dr. Sardana as well as Dr. Sunil Kumar, मैं जाते जाते डॉक्टर कुमार आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या आज आप हताश तो नहीं हैं?
मैं हताश तो नहीं हूँ, और मैं जब काम करता हूँ अस्पताल में, लोगों का जान बचाता हूँ, तो मेरी जो ताकत बढ़ जाती है, और मैं जनता के लिए हमेशा खड़ा रहूंगा, और मैं देश के लिए सर्विस दे रहा हूँ और आगे भी दूंगा। ये लड़ाई मेरी खुद के लिए है।
डॉक्टर कुमार, मैं आपको एंड डॉक्टर
अपना काम बंद नहीं किया है,
काम बंद नहीं किया है और करिएगा भी मत। डॉक्टर सदाना, आई वांट टू द लास्ट वर्ड टू द रेजिडेंट डॉक्टर्स। डॉक्टर सदाना, don't give up, because we can't have a situation where doctors start giving up.
I know, but then it is not just me alone.
हमने जो अल्टीमेटम दिया 16 जून का, अगर 16 जून तक सैलरी नहीं आती है 3 मंथ की, तो मैं जो रिजाइन कर दूंगा। मैं सर्विस दूंगा, लेकिन किसी और अस्पताल में दूंगा। मैं सर्विस देने की मना
where we are valued.
Sure, डॉक्टर सदाना, क्या कहना चाहते थे?
This is I'm just saying that, like, this is our predicament, okay? Because not just my single opinion matters. Even if I want to continue working despite whatever, wherever, however I am being funded, or if any of my friends come for help, or my parents do it.
This is tragic, you know, because the point is that, the point over here is, and thank you so much to all of you all, the moment these things start to happen, then tell yourself that the system somewhere is in a deep state of decay. And no matter how much we may try to beautify, glamorize, you know, push or boost the morale, if these systems are not repaired, then the morals are not going to be boosted. You don't win wars like this when basics are not in place. Basics have to be in place. Dr. Thakur, Dr. Sardana and Dr. Kumar, I hope someone in the government, someone who rises beyond MCD, Delhi government, North MCD, East MCD, this bureaucratic file, that file, central government, home ministry, health ministry, somebody rises above all of this and makes sure that this something as basic as salary is given to our COVID warrior doctors. Thank you so much for joining us on this discussion number 1.